An exciting accomplishment for NSU students as they wore their green and gold for their 2021 graduation. Proud family and friends packed Joseph G. Eccles Memorial Hall for the celebration.
Despite the trials of the COVID pandemic, you are victorious.
A day full of smiles brought in with Virginia Beach native and entertainer Pharrell Williams. Pharrell delivered the commencement address for Norfolk State University.
5 years from now, it'll be a very different Norfolk because all of you possess the ability to dismantle the power structure with your big brains, big hearts, goodwill, empathy, and your wallet. You have the ability to create the city that you deserve.
In his speech, he also hinted to the toxicity in nearby Virginia Beach.
It's clear not every city is an outlet for new perspectives. But Norfolk will be.
Pharrell was also awarded a Doctor of Humane Letters honorary degree at the ceremony.
Behold.
9 o'clock Friday night, Portsmouth police are responding to a shooting on 7th Street. Police found 2 boys who'd been shot and say one of them has since died from his injuries.
The first thing that was in my mind was, is it anybody that's in my family?
Community activist Daryl Redmond is not related to the victims, but in his line of work, he may as well be. His organization, Give Back to the Block, empowers local kids and works to stop the cycle of gun violence.
I deal with a lot of these kids and a lot of organizations out here. We deal with these kids. So is it a kid that someone of us is mentoring? What did we do to drop the ball? And as a community, when we lose one, we all drop the ball.
And Friday night, somehow, community leaders say the ball was dropped when those 2 boys were shot. Redmond says saving lives in the future could start by healing communities who've dealt with traumatic experiences like the one last night.
A crime scene less than 24 hours ago, and people walking past it today like it's normal. What part of normal is that? Let's put these services at these people's front door and not ask these people to come to us because they're mourning. Who wants to come to you when they're mourning?
Mourning during a time of year that should be filled with joy, especially for kids. But now it's filled with uncertainty as police work to catch the shooter. Redmond says if you know anything, put yourself in the family's shoes.
What would you do? It's our babies that's dying. If we want a future, then we need to protect our kids.
Well, it was state championship Saturday for 3 local high school football teams. Good morning. I'm Nathan Epstein with the Sports Wrap. Oscar Smith in Class 6, Phoebus in Class 3, but it was the finish in Class 5 that everyone's going to be talking about for years. Championship rematch between Maury from Norfolk and Stonebridge from Northern Virginia. We go to SB Ballard Stadium at ODU. Maury won the title against this same team 2 years ago. Very nice turnout from the Maury fans. Maury trying to win the championship in their own backyard. Near the end of the first half, Maury knocking on the door, direct snap, Saquon Miles. The quarterback is in for the score. Maury led 14-7 at halftime. Miles had to leave the game with an injury, so here comes Amarion Granger at quarterback. And he shows why he's committed to Old Dominion. 25-yard touchdown run puts the Commodores up 21-13. After that, things fell apart for the Commodores. Here's Jacob Thomas, finds Sean Hundermark. 36 yards, that's a touchdown. Bulldogs made the 2-point try, so we're tied at 21. Looked like we were going to overtime, but Stonebridge goes down the field. Last chance in regulation. Thomas, Hail Mary, Ezekiel Wimbush. There's your ball game. A walk-off winner. Stonebridge, with a miraculous 27-21 win, claims the Class 5 state championship and leaves Maury absolutely heartbroken.
Yeah, we're here for one reason, to get guys in school, do well in school, win games. We didn't come out on top tonight, and you know it's what you prepare for on all the off season. So, I mean, we didn't get it done. That's as plain as I can make it. We just didn't get it done. But again, all of that's on me. We should have been in that position. So I take all the heat for it.
I'm sure that stings, but congratulations to Coach McCain and his Commodores on a great season. Oscar Smith capped an unbeaten spring season with a Class 6 state title. And because that odd 2020 season had to be pushed back because of COVID, the Tigers had a chance at history, looking to win a state championship back-to-back in the same calendar year. Oscar Smith against James Madison, almost a home game for the Tigers, only about 15 minutes from Tiger Stadium. Head coach Chris Scott made it to the state title all 3 seasons he's been the head man at Oscar Smith. First quarter, Oscar Smith actually trailed James Madison 7-0. Big play took care of that real quick. Ethan Vasco hits Amani Jones. 39-yard touchdown ties it up at 7. Second quarter, Vasco playing his first game on his soon-to-be home field, committed to Old Dominion, finds Jones again. Amani Jones had 3 catches, 2 of them went for touchdowns. Still second quarter, time for the big man to get rolling. Kevon King gets a block and finds the end zone. Monster game for the senior. Oscar Smith led 21-10 at the half. Second half, Madison made it a 4-point game. Things may be a little interesting. Not anymore. The give to King and make way for the King. 56 yards. Back to a 2-score lead. Oscar Smith up 28-17. Next Tigers drive, they're backed up on their own 4-yard line. And here comes King. He is so tough to bring down. Rumbling, check out that stiff arm, sideline, he's got the angle, and he's going 96 yards. King rushed 18 times for 276 yards in those 3 scores. Very good, Oscar Smith crowd, to see that. Yeah, are you not entertained? Gatorade bath for Coach Scott. It's a 2-for-1 deal in 2021. Oscar Smith gets the win, 42-17. Back-to-back Class 6 state champs, the first school in Virginia history to win 2 straight titles in the same calendar year.
We talk about standing on the shoulders of giants. The first one back-to-back for Oscar Smith. First one in a very, very long time for Hampton Roads, so I'm glad that we got a chance to get that done.
The words can't even explain how this feels. We've been working pretty much all year. We had probably a month, not even that off after the spring season, and to come back and do it again in the same year, it's just, you can't ask for a better ending to the senior year.
It feels amazing, back-to-back in 1 year. We just made history. Nobody ever did this in history before.
One of the best teams ever in Virginia. We're physical, we're fast, we're strong, and we're disciplined. And we come out here every single week and we dominate whoever we play.
Hey, Coach Scott, you and your team finally get a little time off. Enjoy it and enjoy the Class 6 state champs. Congrats again to the Tigers. Rain falling in Lynchburg for the Class 3 title game. Phoebus from Hampton going for their 8th title in program history, taking on Liberty Christian. Phoebus led 14-0 in the first half, but in the fourth, we're all knotted up after that touchdown toss from Davis Lane to Dylan Stowers on 4th and 1. Less than 5 minutes to play. Liberty Christian backed up on their own end. The Phantoms take the lead on defense. Pass picked. Donald Gatlin with a pick 6. Phoebus out in front 22-14 after a 2-point try. Last drive, last chance for Liberty Christian. And again, defense seals the deal. Jalen Mayo with the interception. Class 3 state championship is going to Phoebus. First championship for head coach Jeremy Blunt and his program. First title for Phoebus since the late, great Bill D won his 4th straight 10 years ago. Hey, let's not forget about some big-time college hoops in Hampton Roads last night. Old Dominion and VCU at Chartway Arena, always one of the best basketball rivalries in the Commonwealth. Hey, Coach Jeff Jones and company looking for their 3rd straight win, 8,000 in the house. First half, Monarchs turn up the heat on defense. Off the turnover, Makai Long. Nice finish and 1. 10 points for Long. And then a little bit later, it's C.J. Kaiser. Elevates, bucket, and the harm. He had 14 points. Monarchs led by as many as 11 in the first half. Second half, they're down 1, and here comes Austin Trice. Best play of the night. Trice with a team-high 16 points. None louder than that bucket, but that's when VCU's 3-point shooting really helped seal the deal. Vince Williams' corner 3, he tied the team high with 16 points. Rams shot 33% from 3, and they leave Norfolk with a 75-66 win. And can you believe it? The Washington football team once 2-6 on the year, now in the hunt for the NFC East Division Championship, and it does not get any bigger than the matchup today at FedEx Field. Taylor Heineke and company, winners over the reigning Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Carolina Panthers, the Seattle Seahawks, and last week, the Las Vegas Raiders look to make it 5 in a row, taking on Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and the Dallas Cowboys. Kickoff today is set for 1 o'clock. We will have all the highlights and recap for you coming up today during the Sports Wrap on WAVY News 10 at 6. And of course, we hope you join us 10:45 for the Fox 43 Sports Wrap. I'm Nathan Epstein. Enjoy your football Sunday.
Massive destruction follows a tornado or tornadoes that may have tracked through portions of Arkansas, Missouri, Tennessee, and Kentucky.
Well, here with the long track of this tornado, I mean, 260 miles long and up to 2 miles wide, you have to go an hour and a half to find normalcy.
A glimpse of the devastation. These are before and after satellite images of Mayfield, Kentucky. More than 70 people are expected to have died in Kentucky alone. And that's exactly where Portsmouth-based Mercy Chefs has deployed to help those impacted by the possibly first ever quad-state tornado. The nonprofit provides hot meals after natural disasters and other emergencies. Head chef and founder Gary LeBlanc says this is the worst tornado damage he's seen in a long time.
Here in Mayfield, the damage is just utter and complete. It's unimaginable to see a town that is not going to be rebuilt. There's not anything to rebuild from. It's gone.
He says their team handed out meals to victims, volunteers, and first responders last night and will keep doing so as long as it takes.
And last night, as we pulled into the parking lot, folks were just saying, you know, we're so relieved to see you.
Radar indicates the tornado may have tracked more than 250 miles. It'll be days before the National Weather Service will be able to confirm whether this was one tornado or multiple tornadoes.
For just miles and miles around us, everything is topsy-turvy. Power is out, homes are down, people are dazed. And what Mercy Chefs hopes to do is bring a moment of comfort.
If you'd like to donate to Mercy Chefs, there's a link on their Facebook page as well as a place to sign up to volunteer. In Portsmouth, I'm Aisha Tolliver, 10 on your side.
We have rapid fire coming from Youngs right now.
Just after 9:30 Saturday night, Norfolk police are responding to a shooting in the Youngs Terrace community.
We need as many units as possible here.
3 people, all females, are rushed to the hospital from Nicholson Street.
Starting medics. We have one gunshot victim.
Just 24 hours later, we're told she's in stable condition.
The family trying to prepare themselves for the holidays, and this had to take place.
Bilal Muhammad is no stranger to this community. It was just last month that his organization Stop the Violence was in the Young Terrace neighborhood after 5 women were shot. 3 of them died from their injuries.
Even the last incident that occurred, the community is still mourning. There's no healing process, because now what we have is a continuation of violence taking place that the young people are looking for a direction to follow in, and that direction is the only influence that they can follow.
Norfolk police were able to catch the person they believe is responsible for that November shooting. Now, just a month later, they need your help catching another shooter.
Say something. This is your community. Say something. Provide the information. This is your neighborhood. Provide a better, safe environment for you, for your children's sake. If we cannot provide that for the future of our children, we're going to lose the future for our children.
And Maria Dillon is joining us now. Welcome to the Hampton Road Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So this is such an exciting event, Kids Run Trains, hosted by the Hampton Public Library. Tell us all about this event.
We are so excited about it. Yes, it's Kids Run Trains, and it's for all ages. And it runs Saturday, December 18th from 1 to 4:45 p.m. and Sunday from 1 to 3:15 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's model trains, and the kids get to use remote control to control them. And we're also going to have a snack for the kids, apple cider and some cookies. It's just a wonderful time to come to the library with the whole family and see the trains and enjoy themselves.
Right, Maria, Family Fun Day at the library there in Hampton. Yes. And you really earlier mentioned that adults, their inner child comes out when they see these trains. And it's the time of year when we're pulling out those toy trains, putting them in our trees, under our tree, on the mantle. What makes this event so special for families to attend?
Oh, wow, yes. Well, if your child loves trains, Russell, this is the gentleman who does the trains every year, and they give out 4 beautiful trains to the children. They pick a certain child, nobody knows who it is, and they give this train to the child. And it's so emotional and wonderful to see the children have that beautiful smile on their face when they do receive the trains. It's a wonderful holiday.
Oh, I can imagine. And now you also mentioned during this event, the kids will get some hands-on experience playing with these toy trains as well.
Yes, they have a remote control, so they let the children use the remote controls to run the trains around the tracks. And this train display takes up 2 rooms, and it has holiday houses and snow. So it's just a beautiful train display from Kids Run Trains.
Wow, no, it sounds incredible. 2 whole rooms full of this one train set.
Yes.
Kids get to come in and out. And the best part is you have a chance at winning your own train set.
Not even winning, giving it to them. I mean,
Right.
you don't have to do anything except look the trains, yes, and
And
enjoy
show
them.
up.
We've been
Yeah.
doing this for like around 6 or 7 years now, and every year is wonderful. I really enjoy it, and I know the families do too. And even the dads, they love it.
Maria, this is amazing. We'll let everyone know all the details once again. And thank you so much for joining us on the Hampton Road Show.
It's been nearly 3 months since 4 of our local districts announced that all student athletes would have to get the COVID vaccine or undergo weekly testing. Now that that deadline has passed, here's where each of our districts stands.
In athletics, we have to adapt and overcome in the game.
Adapting to a new protocol while keeping students and staff safe.
We want to get back to whatever normal is going to be.
Kevin Cole oversees student activities and facilities at Chesapeake Public Schools. The district announced in September that its winter athletes must be vaccinated or tested for COVID each week. As of the start of the winter season, about 66% of their high school athletes are fully vaccinated.
We haven't really seen any impacts on, students not wanting to participate. They've missed that day-to-day contact with either teammates or their coaches.
At Virginia Beach City Public Schools, just under 76% of high school winter athletes are fully vaccinated. Just over 62% of Portsmouth winter athletes are fully vaccinated. And about 72% fully vaccinated at Suffolk Public Schools.
I think it goes beyond the impact on the athletes because it also impacts the spirit of the students. They look forward to the games.
And for those athletes who've chosen to get tested each week, Trudy Gelderks, the program administrator for health services for Chesapeake Public Schools, tells 10 on Your Side, schools have it down to a science. The testing process takes mere minutes.
So as the kids arrive at school that day, they swing through the clinic, they get their testing done, and they go about their normal day.
Gelderks explains the district will get the results within 24 hours.
We're able to identify, look, evaluate who's positive and make necessary adjustments.
An added layer of protection after a season of postponed games, quarantine, and missing out. Gelderks and Cole say so far has been working.
We're catching them early, and therefore they're not impacting the students, the schools, and the community.
Our goal and our commitment is to get our athletes back out on the floor, in the pool, in the mat, to compete for their high school.
Although Norfolk Public Schools does not require winter athletes to get the shot, they are keeping a record of those who have. 46% are fully vaccinated. Hampton and Newport News do not require the vaccine and are not keeping track. Michelle Wolf, 10 on Your Side.
A proud moment for these soldiers, but also a bittersweet one as they hug their loved ones one final time before deployment. And they'll be back this time next year, hopefully before Christmas. Among those deploying is the Virginia National Guard's Norfolk-based 1st Battalion, 111th Field Artillery Regiment, and 116th Infantry Brigade Combat Team. The battalion also has units based in Hampton and Hanover. The soldiers will deploy on federal active duty to the Central Command area of operations in the Middle East. They'll provide personnel and site protection using the Counter Rocket Artillery and Mortar System, otherwise known as CRAM. The CRAM is several subsystems working together to identify, track, engage, and destroy incoming rockets, artillery, and mortar threats. By January 2022, more than 2,000 Virginia National Guard personnel will be mobilized. That's the most since the Iraq surge in 2007.
Not ideal. It's always a challenge when you're deploying soldiers from the reserve component. But I will tell you that the soldiers that are here today and their families, they're excited, they're honored for the privilege to fulfill the National Guard's motto of always ready. And so we're excited for this mission. It's a challenging mission.
The soldiers will spend at least 3 months training in Oklahoma and Texas before they head to those multiple locations in the Middle East. But stay with us. Coming up on WAVY News 10 at 5:30, you're going to hear from other soldiers and their families. I'm Aisha Tolliver, on your side.
I start really early. Like I start at the beginning of November, starting to plan it out.
2 different faiths, 4 kids, 8 nights of gift giving, weeks before Christmas even arrives.
So it's 32 presents right off the bat.
20-person table, you know, for Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, you know, and all in 1 month. I mean, that's a huge cost.
Michael Chacon and Sylvia Wentworth are trying to come up with the right recipe for making ends meet when the holiday season is costing more than it used to.
I'm always the one, you know, doing the food shopping and that, so I kind of see it like dead on.
It's the hummingbird that Nene gave me.
Sarah Skinner and her family just returned from Michigan for Thanksgiving and will go to upstate New York for Christmas, all at a time when the price at the pump has become downright abominable.
It's costing about $70, $80 now to fill up my tank, which is not great.
Even affording the Christmas tree was a tall order. They've had to reach deeper into their wallet.
It was probably about $30 more this year for the tree itself.
The consumer price index is up from last year, but gas and energy costs are the main culprit.
When we're buying groceries, when we're going out to eat, when we're going to a movie theater, is up 5 to 6% over the last 12 months. And that's before you even go to the gasoline station and put gas in your car.
ODU's Bob McNabb says 3 factors are driving inflation. Supply chain problems, where both manufacturers and shipping companies are still trying to recover after cutting back during the pandemic. We're spending more money. Incomes are up and unemployment is down. And global oil production is down too.
The good news is that wages are up, but the typical wage increase is not accommodating for the increases in inflation.
It's the time of the year for being cost-conscious, crafty, and clever. If you can, buy in bulk.
I just bought this huge 12-pack of candles. Everybody likes a candle. So everybody, that came to the house got a candle instead of something individual that I usually would have, purchased for them.
Maneuver a little bit and pivot as far as maybe certain cuts of certain things you would normally get. May sidestep and grab another cut of meat.
Is it supposed to go in this way? My daughter likes to do crafts, so we're gonna do some Christmas crafts, some make your own ornaments this year. I'm a big baker, so a lot of people are getting baked gifts this year. Try a new recipe and take it to the neighbors, or just go to a craft store and they have so many cool kits and things like that, and they're really inexpensive, and try to make a gift instead of spending a lot of money on a gift.
The pandemic, as it approaches year 2, has exposed and exacerbated disparities that have been hiding in plain sight for decades. What are some of the failures that have taken place over the decades that have contributed to a population of children who have been traumatized? Their parents have been traumatized. Their grandparents have been traumatized.
Decades. If we went all the way back to slavery, this region had the worst slave patrol in all of the colonies. We can talk about some of the challenges surrounding the issues of food insecurity or economic depression in our communities.
Dr. Antipas Harris, founder of the Urban Renewal Center in Norfolk, is on a mission to bring smiles to young faces.
There are so many kids that are struggling with social emotional challenges coming out of the pandemic, and they just want to have fun.
He will collect toys and then connect with hundreds of families to hand them toys and offer them a hand at escaping a difficult past. The escape route starts with the arts.
There's so many children, African American children primarily, who don't have access to even the arts. There's so much raw talent. We can rechannel that energy and that talent in a constructive way if we partner with some of the wonderful resources in the arts we have right here that children don't have access to.